is a sixth dimension beyond that which is known to man. A multiverse as vast as eternity, as timeless as the Infinity Gems. It is the middle ground between the big two and the indie publishers, between sci-fi and mysticism, and it lies between the pages of the reader's imagination. At the summit of entertainment, the dimension of comics, where a humble service is held. We call this service the Gospel of Comics.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gospel of Comics. I am your host, the Church of Failure, and with me, as always, is my trusty and not late co-host, Ayrton. How you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I had a super healthy dinner of some French fries and a milkshake.
Okay, all right, yeah. I had a pretty healthy dinner myself. I had some fruit salad. I had some grapes. No,
Okay.
it was wine. I had wine.
Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense.
No, seriously. I've been eating leftovers, and I think with all this extra weight that I'm putting on over the holidays, I'm going to be a sure casting in Madiska's autobiography. But that's just me. So, the employment's still up in the air, Centurion. By the way, welcome everyone to the show. I think we have a very entertaining program scheduled for you guys this evening. I don't know about Ayrton, but
hold on to your butts, everybody.
Well, don't. That's just weird. Now, one thing. Let's get our lovely icons up there, so people that are just coming to the show might know who the hell is talking. He's got a good streak going, though. You're right. He hasn't been fired nearly often enough.
That's true. Has been a hot minute.
I don't know if it's a hot minute. I think I fired you a couple of times last week.
Well, comparatively.
So tonight we've got some interesting topics. Our good old buddy Rob Liefeld popped up in an article, and I figured we have to talk about Rob Liefeld every chance we get.
Well, of course,
because he still won't draw me any feet. He still blocked me on Twitter, and he won't talk to me because he's a bitch.
Do you think him and Comic Book Hut on Saturday nights sit here together, listen to our stream, and sniff each other's farts while they're crying because we're being mean to them?
I hope so. I hope they have some company with someone. I mean, I feel like Charter. I don't know any of you guys who lived in a part of the country where Charter was a thing back in the 90s and late 80s, but the motto used to be, if you can't get help at Charter, please get help somewhere. And, God knows, these guys need all of it they can get. Scottish Rand in the chat picking fights again.
You want to fight you in real life?
Yeah, but unlike Tonker, Novel Bro would show up.
Drunk as hell with just a kilt on, no shirt.
No underwear. Anyway, no, we saw something on Rob Liefeld, so let's look into that. It actually it goes along with the theme of how shows have been going lately. We're gonna go back in time. We're gonna time travel a little bit back to the age of Marvel Comics in the 90s when they released a little event called Heroes Reborn. I don't know if you remember that, but that was the era of the infamous Captain America that was a direct Arnold Schwarzenegger swipe.
Yeah. The 90s.
Oh, yeah. But here on Bleeding Fool, still time to sponsor the show, by the way, Bleeding Fool. I mean, I'm completely open. church.of.failure@gmail.com.
We will take every and all sponsorship.
We will, and I won't even make fun of you on the shows that I sponsor you on, even if it's warranted. I can't lie, I probably would, but I like to think that everyone understands that when you get made fun of on the internet, it's not serious. Like, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's the internet, people.
So, Landolamite, who wears underwear with a kilt? That's a good question. Speaking of Scotland, I have some very, very delicious Glenlivet Founders Reserve single malt Scotch whiskey tonight. And
Nice.
oh my god, this shit's dangerous. By the end of this show, I will be very well marinated. So strap in, ladies and gentlemen. So, the article by Dave Hoover on November the 30th was, how the hell did Rob Liefeld get that Heroes Reborn gig? Well, does anyone happen to have a copy of Captain America Volume 2, Number 1 in the long box? I do, and all I can say is, well, just what the title says. How the hell did Rob Liefeld get that Heroes Reborn gig? Cap Volume 2, Number 1 is just horrendous. A ridiculous homage to one of Marvel's greatest heroes and an accepted symbol of the United States. It's bad enough that Liefeld's story is wooden, superficial, and hollow. It's insane how bad his art is. In this reimagining, Steve Rogers has a sort of amnesia and has been looked after by the government higher-ups, notably S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Nick Fury. Granted, I never collected all of Volume 2 Cap. Why would I waste my money? But, from what I've read, Cap, in the waning days of World War II, vehemently disagreed with President Truman's decision to drop the atomic bomb and was essentially deactivated from service, which included being given a new life and a sort of mind wipe, hence the amnesia. That sounds about like something Rob Liefeld would write, because he doesn't understand the necessity of the atomic bomb in World War II. I don't understand these people who critique things that have already happened and say, well, they should have done it differently. Motherfucker, it is the past.
Yeah, it's over with.
Yeah, make the future better by not having to repeat the things that happened in the past. Do I ever want to see another atomic or nuclear weapon dropped in this planet while any of my genealogical line is alive? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Do I understand the necessity of it happening when it did? Abso-fucking-lutely.
I mean, maybe on Los Angeles to get rid of all the Black Plague that's going around over there.
Well, are you making fun of the way that I said Scotch whiskey? Is that what's happening in the chat right now? I mean, I'm fine with it if you are. I need to know. Anyway, I think they are. I think they're making fun of the southern accent. It's finally caught up to me.
They might be.
I had a good run. I'll look forward to my my thread on Kiwi Farms. And anyway, in the premiere issue, Steve is haunted by nightmares from his forgotten past and notices a gentleman watching him as he goes to and from work. Steve jobs the seemingly ho-hum factory gig until one day a gent, Abe, who's been watching, confronts him. He takes Steve to a hidden cellar in the building and gives him back his shield. But there's mysterious operatives who are right there in an attempt to capture said shield. And here is what we see Liefeld's total disdain for any sense of artistic proportionality. Check out the two panels below. In the first, we see Steve Rogers standing next to Abe. Notice that Rogers is about a head taller than Abe. However, in the second, Rogers is miraculously half a body taller in length than Abe. Look at that. That's awful. Look at those fucking legs. Jesus. Rob Liefeld. What are you doing?
Now, who was the artist that has like the profile shot of Captain America where where it looks like Cap needs like a C cup bra to hold his pecs?
You're talking about the cover of this series where he did that cover of the swipe of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, it is this one.
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Okay, I thought it was this one. Jesus.
Yeah.
What's up with his face?
Oh man, that hair too, though, right?
There's so many things wrong with this.
So that's where the question comes from. How does a washed up guy like Rob Liefeld, who consistently puts out this quality of work, get a gig this
And he can't even
important?
draw shoes for the one guy.
Right? No, it's not even. I mean, that's more than all right. But that's only the beginning. Being a superhero means that Roger's physique isn't going to change when he's dressed in civvies, but when Liefeld's on pencils, it does. Check out Roger's build in the top left corner compared to that of his co-workers below, followed by when he recovers his shield. Look at this. This is this is fucking this is terrible. This is in the same comic book, Ayrton.
How Liefeld draws some goddamn feet.
Like,
What the hell?
this ripped to shreds and he's not wearing anything under it. Like, what is going on here? I don't understand what's happening. Like,
He's
what?
not Scottish.
Anyway, speaking of staggering proportions, in this next set of panels, don't cause you to utter big what the fuck, then I don't know what will. In the scenes where we're introduced to the upcoming Cap partner, Ricky Barnes, we see her brother and friend. How is this even remotely possible to look like that? The dude's arms are almost twice the size of Barnes' brother's torso. And where does this person buy their clothes? I mean, check out the shoes among other items. Look at this. Look at how
like he
big that
was
foot is.
Taking hallucinogens.
Look at how big that foot is.
I have to wait for that stream to catch up. Jesus.
Like, what the actual fuck, Liefeld? What are you doing? The bad guys.
Wait a minute, Liefeld.
Yeah, wait a minute, Rob. Anyway, the bad guys of whom.
Do you think Comic Book Hut sits there with a copy of this and cries while masturbating while he reads it?
Oh man, probably. This is what I assume that Comic Book Hut thinks the pinnacle of comics should have been. I mean, I can only imagine, right? Like, of all the people that I've made fun of on this show, those two are the ones that block us. Well, block me specifically. Like, not even all of you guys, just me. Well, Comic Book Hut did, but
yeah,
that's because you can't critique him.
I think I'm still unblocked by Liefeld.
I just want to know when he's drawing my goddamn foot commission and how much he wants for it. I mean, I think he could use a nice fiver right about
cents.
Now. I'm thinking he could probably use a nice little fiver action. Yeah, Rob, I want some bare feet, no shoes.
The stipulation is, though, they have to be proportional.
No. We'll work on it. I'm going to keep commissioning feet from this motherfucker until he becomes a better artist. See, that's my end game. He's going to be so good at drawing feet, he's going to be a regular Quentin fucking Tarantino of comics.
He's just going to release it. His next Indiegogo will be a comic about a foot.
No, it'll be a sketchbook of nothing but feet.
Or that.
Yeah. Anyway, the bad guys of whom Masterman is but one. Masterman. That's a name. That's a bad guy's name.
Really stretch some brain cells coming up with that one.
Are mostly unreformed Nazis left over from World War II. Masterman and a dude who goes by the name Red Skull, not seen in this issue, have set up shop in Philadelphia, the birthplace of the United States, get it? And have established a political organization called the World Party. The World Party is the Nazi Party repackaged. Get it? Nazis. Pat him on the head, Ayrton. He wrote about Nazis.
Oh, good job, Rob.
and repackaged as some sort of anti-immigration political force. But who the hell would follow a political party's leader that's dressed like Master Man? And what, if any, credibility would any political organization have in the United States if it was adorned with a Nazi swastika? But as you can see, this is Liefeld verse, where if ordinary people can have physiques of those seen above, then why not a powerful democracy that somehow would welcome an openly fascist force? So, was this Liefeld's attempt at getting it tight, or getting in tight with the incoming cadre of progressive Marvel writers, folks like Mark Millar, J. Michael Straczynski, etc.? And to top this insanity off, how the fuck did the World Party manage to smuggle nuclear weapons into a Philadelphia church?
Very carefully.
Look at that. We're not talking about tactical nukes or something that could be smuggled in a suitcase or assembled in the back of a van. The panel above shows 5 of them. 5 fully assembled intercontinental ballistic missiles sitting in the basement of a church in Philadelphia. Boy, that heroes reborn Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. were doing a bang-up job protecting America from nuclear terrorism, huh? Good note as the frickin' ICBMs were being assembled right in the U.S.'s largest metropolises. I'm sorry. This is just. Did I write this article? Am I Dan Huber or Dave Huber? Like, is that my pen name?
Oh,
is that
you
like a Tyler?
Yourself.
Is this like a Tyler Durden situation where I'm just somebody else when I sleep at night? That's what happens when you're too concerned with a former American icon regaining his memory. Are you a Liefeld fan? If so, please explain why in the comment section. Oh, God.
Shall we check the comment section?
Oh, man, should we? Let's see. Is there anything? 2 comments. Let's see. Hey guys, listen up in case you missed the other 1,000 articles in the last 20 years. Rob Liefeld can't draw. Oh, we got some white knighting. She used the exact same issue everyone else has written about in the past. Liefeld was style over perfection. He wasn't a perfectionist in the craft. He transformed it. Steve Rogers having a bigger... Hold on, it gets better. Steve Rogers having a bigger build than when he gets his shield isn't realistic. It's artistic. Holy shit. I think I found Rob Liefeld's sock accounts, guys.
I mean, it's also artistic to just put a trash bin with a bunch overfilling with trash in an art museum and call it transformative, you know, making a statement on fucking environmental bullshit.
Hold on. This last line just seals the deal. When he gets his shields back, he's complete, whole, a superhero, if you will. People loved it. People ate it up. And they weren't morons for enjoying it. At the time, it was unique, extreme, and unique. I shit you not. No, they said unique twice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Whew. That's fantastic.
Man, I wonder how that commenter's mouth feels after sucking Rob off that hard.
I don't know. How many of his ribs do you think he had to have taken out so that he could do it himself?
That's what took him so long to release his book. He was working on doing yoga, so he was flexible enough to do that.
Right.
And getting ribs removed and stuff. That makes sense.
You see?
All right, Rob.
Yeah,
we can forgive you.
Right. Just be a little more transparent next time.
Yeah.
Unique, extreme, and unique. That's the new tagline for the show. I'm going to add it to the logo tonight. Oh, Jesus. Whew. That was just too good.
And, like, you're sitting there typing it, and you can wait before you press, like, submit on a web comment.
Yeah, you can reread it.
You know, like do something stupid.
You can delete it and repost it, but no, you read unique, extreme, and unique, and you're like, no, that's good. I like that. That's powerful. Everyone clap. Why isn't everyone clapping? And they have this little sound player that just plays an applause.
You mean Liefeld's ringtone?
Yeah, it just starts clapping for him out of nowhere for nothing. Yes, I am great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. He pulls out a plastic bag and smells the fart he trapped in there earlier. Oh, Jesus. That was. I didn't look at the comments earlier.
And his face looks like somebody that really likes himself.
Oh, hey, Danielle. I actually need Danielle to come on later for one of the later segments if she can. If you're free a little bit later on, jump in the green room, and I have a topic that would be perfect for you to help us cover, because you're the resident football fan in the chat and the Discord, so I may need you to help us talk about a topic we have on the cards for later. So,
because we know I'll be useless for that one.
well, I mean, you won't be. You know what topic it is.
Yeah, fair.
So, the chat's on a unique, extreme unique binge right now. I'm enjoying it. So,
there needs to be an exclamation mark though after the second unique to really drive it home.
Drive it home, right? Like you have to make sure that everyone knows that we're unique and unique.
And extreme.
All right,
because it was the 90s.
So the Washington Post actually put this article out. Disney threatens to ruin the things that made Marvel special. And I saw this, and I didn't know if they were talking about the movies or the comic industry as a whole, or just the MCU. But I wanted to just let us know after this article. Jump in the waiting room, because I have one thing to talk about after this article, and we can jump into the main meat of the cards. But anyway, I saw this and I wanted to see what it was all about, because obviously I hate Marvel Comics for what they've done. The MCU was pretty good. Speaking of which, did anybody catch that apparently a lot of the special edition, like $600 box sets of MCU movies had been arriving like damaged and fucked up?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say arriving without Captain Marvel in it. But 2 slotted, and Spider-Man's going to be a big part of it.
Right.
To quote, try and humanize her.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Secret Invasion, which is Skrulls invading Earth, which in the first movie, they already showed that they portrayed the Skrulls as not the bad guys and just wanting to be left alone. So they're literally taking the not bad guys from their first movie and making them the bad guys for their second movie.
Well, maybe they'll mention that.
What the fuck, Marvel?
Maybe they'll mention that in this. Maybe, and also, I hate you a little bit for bringing that up, because here I was ignorant that it was going to be a thing and happy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to need you to vamp for a minute while I finish the scotch and pour another one.
Uh-oh. That means he's going to be drinking the whole bottle to try and bleach his brain of that knowledge. I assume.
That's exactly what it means, Ayrton.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what it means.
I do think it's funny though that they're using Tom Holland's Spider-Man to try and make the movie more appealing and make so she doesn't come off as a total twat the entire time.
Well, it's a little bit of a larger article, so we'll just hit the high points. No star in the cosmos of the American entertainment industry is burning hotter and brighter than Marvel Entertainment. In the past decade, the longtime Marvel comic publisher has transformed into a cinematic juggernaut thanks to its 23 interconnected films, 4 of which are among the top 10 highest grossing all time. The decade-long anticipation of the Infinity Saga conclusion, Avengers Endgame, helped deliver a record $10 billion in studio revenue to parent company Disney this year. $10 billion.
Jeez.
That's fucking insane. 15% of the latter, $69 billion in total revenue. Over a decade, $70 billion. And you got to think inflation over 10 years has an effect on that too.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that one.
18
Gay
point,
Centurion in this chat says to describe me in 3 words: unique, extreme, and fired.
Fired, yes. Absolutely. Marvel Studios' $18.2 billion in earnings at the global box office over the past decade has been critical to Disney studio dominance, and the property's runaway cinematic success has reached its logical culmination in this week's launch of Disney Plus. A risky and expensive bid to dominate rival streaming services such as Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and the future home of Marvel's catalog, which will be alongside beloved franchise from Star Wars and Pixar. And let me tell you, Disney is fucking awful, but Disney Plus is great. I've been watching Amazing Spider-Man, and I fucking love it, y'all. I'm 7 years old again, eating cereal, watching episodes of Spider-Man in 20-minute intervals. The difference is I get to sit at the table and refill the cereal bowl and watch as many episodes as I want. And I don't have to go to school, goddammit, because I'm an adult. Also, I'm using beer and cereal instead of milk. But, I figured that's part of growing up.
Well, what else would you do?
Let's see. She's better known as Plank, like a pizza.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. And yes, Nalva Bro, she ain't got no ass.
But while Disney executives appear convinced that Marvel's star will make Disney Plus the center of gravity in the vast and dangerous streaming universe, consolidation of Marvel's canon on Disney Plus presents a fresh opportunity to reflect on the company's domination of mainstream American culture and all that comes with it. Marvel's radical storytelling made this company a fixture in the comic book ecosystem, but the growing stakes present fresh problems. Corporations are notoriously obsessed with unrestrained growth, and their politics, and many compromises, have come to usurp the political efforts. See, and we've switched to politics. I don't know if you noticed that, but look how swiftly we turn this into a political discussion.
Right.
Like, with 2 lines, this went
because things can't just be fun.
No. So, anyway, political efforts in the source material itself. Burning bright with commercial and mainstream success, the pressures threaten to strip Marvel of its radical roots and destroy everything that made them weird, wonderful properties so valuable in the first place. Fucking wisdom coming from the Washington Post. You fucking see this right here on screen? The Washington Post actually making some goddamn sense.
I cannot believe it.
Like,
it's
what the actual...
shocking.
Like, what is happening right now? Have I slipped into a fucking parallel dimension? The Washington Post is actually making sense, and the company that actually owns this property is just fucking everything up?
See, I assumed I just slipped into a permanent coma from Thanksgiving.
Baby Yoda has single-handedly divided the Star Wars fandom to 2 factions. Shit, it's divided the Star Wars fandom into 4 factions.
So I actually did sit down and watch The Mandalorian. Yeah, that Baby Yoda creature is like disgustingly cute.
It is, and I love it so much. I want one.
It's so cute. You kind of want to hate it.
I do, but I want it. Like I want one, and I want to make sure that my family knows that when I die, they have to keep taking care of it, because apparently that thing's a baby for like 200 years or some shit. What do you mean I have to buy diapers for 200 years?
Well,
Excuse
the
me, I
damn thing
think.
can use the Force. Can it change itself?
Excuse me while I just go look at my shotgun in the closet. Can't can't
Be
live
like
like
getting a
this.
tortoise as a pet. You just pass it down to
Yeah,
your kids.
right. I want you to have my tortoise. That thing's still alive? It'll live for 500 years. Fuck that. I don't have that kind of time. But I don't know. I like the and maybe it's the fact that I have kids that I like small cute things. Maybe it's the defense mechanism so that I don't eat my own young. Because I'm telling you, sometimes I'm tempted.
That's possible.
Did you just change your own name?
I did. I finally figured out how to do it.
Good job. Oh God, it's fantastic. Um, anyway,
I thought they would enjoy that.
sorry, I didn't know that we were actually going to get a voice of reason from the Washington Post. I wasn't prepared for that. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go shoot myself now before the meteor destroys us all.
Right, we've peaked. This is as good as it gets, guys. Pack it in. We're over. It's fucking all over. Indeed, there's a growing anxiety over the homogeny of the Marvel Universe captured in Martin Scorsese's recent critique, might as well be, of Marvel's place in the American cinematic cosmos. While Scorsese's main target is the corporatized entertainment, the market research, audience tested, vetted, modified, re-vetted, remodified until they're ready for consumption. The subtext of his complaint is that Marvel lacks the daring to produce the impactful cultural product. Many of the elements that define cinema as I know it are there in Marvel Pictures, he wrote in the New York Times. What's not there is the revelation, mystery, the genuine emotional danger. Nothing is at risk. And I agree with that. Because there's kind of a just a notion you have to have. Like, yeah, Robert Downey Jr.'s character died in Endgame. Spoiler alert. But I think it's been out long enough now. Robert Downey Jr.'s character died saving everyone in Endgame. Big fucking whoop. But the thing is there was never a question. Like, as soon as you saw him with the gauntlet, you were like, okay, yeah, this is his moment, and he's gonna snap his fingers and die. But there was never really any moment before that where you were just like, oh, well, this might not work out well, because that's kind of the nature of the genre, I think, based on the characters. You really don't ever expect a superhero to fail.
Right. I mean, if done right, I mean, Infinity War, like the way they ended it, definitely did not expect them to like just straight up fail the way they did. And you're kind of like, the first time, at least when I saw it, it was like, well, goddamn. But then you're like, oh, well, there's a second movie. They're going to figure out a way to bring everybody back. And they already announced a Spider-Man movie after this one, so kind of messed up that whole ending there. But, at least in the moment of watching it for the first time, you're kind of like, whoa, well, what the fuck? Everybody's dead.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I think though the nature of the superhero movies though aren't supposed to be some like big artistic like deep movies. It's a summer blockbuster popcorn flick where you just sit down and just watch all the flashing lights and explosions and the punchy and stuff for 2 hours and have some fun and then go home. Like, they're not meant to be these big like artistic expressionist movies.
Building on building vor. I spelled Medicare wrong. You guys. Oh no, Novel Bro spelled Medicare wrong. Okay, I get it now. I get the funny. But no, I give it to him. I don't think that the medium itself, like comic books as a whole, they're they're not with Marvel properties anyway. There's never a way to actually make it feel like there's anything to risk because they have to put these movies out like 2 and 3 years in advance to keep the buzz up. So when you're going to see Thor 2 and you see that Thor 3 is already slotted, you're just like, I wonder if Thor gonna make it out of this one.
Right.
Oh, fucking Centurion. Really?
But
I was just gonna watch Citizen Kane tomorrow. You fucked that up for me, buddy. Damn it. Well,
to be fair, though,
now I'm going to Greenland.
to
Fuck that.
to be fair to Marvel, though, they do a good job of like kind of building up some of the secondary characters that they will occasionally like kill off for an emotional impact.
Right.
So they, although the main superhero of the movie obviously is going to make it, but they do a very good job of I think just character stuff in general is what they were really good at, which versus the DC movies up until Joker allegedly. I still haven't seen it.
So, let's see. If so, the problem isn't something inherent to Marvel itself. The comic book publisher has, for the most part of its life, been revolutionarily created and at times aggressively political. Born from the counterculture of the 1960s and 70s, Marvel embraced the humanistic realism and verisimilitude. There's a $5 fucking word. In its treatment of the spandex-clad do-gooders, an approach that, whether intentional or not, made every story a political one. Spider-Man was a lonely nerd who saved the world but couldn't balance the checkbook. The mutant X-Men spent their golden years fighting to protect the humans, who hated and feared them in a not-so-veiled metaphor for segregation, racism, and eventually homosexuality. As Sean Howe put it, the Marvel Comics, The Untold Story, Marvel patriarch Stan Lee, and the generation of writers he cultivated, smuggled countercultural dispatches into the four-color newsprint that found its way into the drugstore spinner racks affixed with the friendly "Hey Kids" comic sign. Marvel's, I'm not trying to speak that French, raison d'etre, what the fuck ever, clip that, has always been political. Enough said.
Hey, we got Captain Weave and Too Many Comics in the chat now. How's it going, guys?
How's it going, buddy? Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Hell, if I was better, I'd be twin. Okay, all right. Matt Christie, our most humble supporter. I mean, but fuck it. I mean, if you can back it up, I mean,
Yeah.
he can, I guess. He's probably ripping an engine out while chatting on YouTube with his other hand right now.
Yeah, he's using one hand to type, and the other hand he's using to operate the hoist.
That's right. What do you mean the hoist? You mean his bicep? So, let's see. Where was I? I've lost my place. Look at what you made me do.
You were at the French Ford.
Oh yeah. But anyway, the manner of the storytelling has helped sales of Marvel Comics. You're safe now. I was about to fire you. Continually surpass those of the main rival DC, despite the former's financial woes in the mid-90s. But Marvel owes its current status as a pop culture machine to Kevin Feige. Now you done fucked it up. No, they owe it to Stan Lee for creating all these fucking characters that Kevin Feige put his grubby fucking fingers on. Piece of shit.
Right.
Don't block me on Twitter, Kevin Feige,
Fucker.
you fucker. That was good. We didn't even plan. That wasn't even rehearsed.
Yeah, Feige, why don't you get in here?
The president of Marvel Studios. Yeah, get on this fucking he leveraged previously second-tier characters such as Iron Man and Thor in a groundbreaking shared cinematic universe, while Sony and Fox allowed one prominent Marvel asset, Spider-Man, to the X-Men to weather on the vine. As the Avengers Endgame team noticed in the DVD commentary, Feige made America fall in love with an alcoholic, womanizing arms dealer played by a real-life problem child, Robert Downey Jr. That was no small accomplishment, given the character spent decades languishing as a vaguely familiar also ran for those outside of the comic book fandom. Not sure what all that means. How much more of this is there? Jesus Christ. Okay.
That was kind of a word, Hershey squirt, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's way too much more of this. I'm not reading all of this. Like 5 more paragraphs.
Sorry. Somebody So a friend of mine is in Myanmar right now.
Okay.
And she just sent me a picture of a sign with the English, whatever their Durka language, and then the English translation above
did
it.
Did you just say
and it says
Durka language?
Yes, I did.
A bitch being a burqa while we yelling Durka. I love it.
But the English translation is foot wearing is strictly prohibited.
Okay. All right. Well, take your feet off before you go in there, Goya.
And then she said, "Well, that's going to be a problem."
I can't go here. Apparently. Jesus fucking Christ! Fucking Durka language.
Sorry. I mean, I don't know what it's called. Myanmarian. I don't know what their language is.
No, you need to write their head of state tonight and tell them that their language is officially Durka.
We're gonna officially change the name of Myanmar to Durkistan.
Oh, dude, I found some Trumpistan decals I made the other day.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. My coworker wanted me to make them so that he could sneak one onto his daughter's car. I'm like,
that's fantastic.
You realize that when somebody at her college fucks our car up, she's gonna come to you to fix it, right?
I would pay to fix that just for the joke.
You say that, but you don't have a kid in college.
No.
You say that. Yeah, Scottish Randbot's proud of you, Ayrton. I don't know how you should feel about that.
Right. I feel good, thank you.
Oh! It looks like we have a guest in the waiting room. I wonder who.
Apparently, Miss Know It All that we're about to pull in a stream says they speak Burmese.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, Danielle. How's it going tonight? If you're there,
you gotta unmute yourself.
You do. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
There we go.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing all right. So I wanted to bring you on because there was something I discovered today while I was tooling around Twitter that it doesn't have a lot to do with comic books. However, the main subject matter is getting his own comic book soon. So I figured we could kind of wing it just to laugh at it, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's what we do here, right?
Well, I don't know. Are you familiar with one ninja, Tyler Blevins?
I've heard of, but not entirely familiar with.
He is a Fortnite streamer.
Okay.
that left Twitch for millions of dollars to Mixer. And he decided something on Twitter today that he would have a hot take about football.
Oh, this is gonna be good. All right.
So we'll just start at the top here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ninja. I'll never understand how college and NFL football teams allow kickers that just ... miss ... kicks. I feel like there have to be pools of kickers in the USA that won't miss simple kicks, or snappers that won't mess up snaps. I don't know, man. It seems so silly. Would love opinions on this.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh,
even I know how ridiculous that is.
So
that's so ridiculous. Like, I want to punch him in the face.
Well,
Minecraft.
well,
In Minecraft.
he's
Let
had
me just go destroy his world in Minecraft.
he's had a few responses, but I did pick out a few of my favorites, right? So the first one that got almost as many likes as his original tweet
Mhm.
said, "I'll never understand how pro Fortnite players just ... miss shots. I feel like there has to be pools of pro players who can just click on their heads and hit every shot with 100% accuracy. Just seems so silly." but Ninja-
That's a perfect comparison.
Ninja couldn't just take his loss lying down, right? Like, he's got to get the last word.
Oh, no.
He's fucking Ninja, right?
He couldn't just lay down and take it in the ass.
No, he could, but he wanted to pretend like he couldn't. He responds to this guy and says, and Ayrton, can you see the stream?
I can pull it back up. I was scrolling through the Twitter thread.
I wondered if you had a voice that would embody what Ninja's response actually sounded like for us.
This is the shittiest reply ever one?
Yes. I didn't know if you had a voice that would.
All right, I might have something.
Okay, all right, what you got?
Okay, I can see it.
I've never actually heard this guy talk.
Oh, no, you don't need to. You know what his voice sounds like making the statement.
Okay.
Please do the best impersonation possible.
This is the shittiest reply ever. Fortnite requires movement, editing, building, rotating, and hitting shots. There are not positions in Fortnite. A kicker's job is literally to kick. Horrible analogy, kind of embarrassing.
I love how he tries to Trump post at the end, right?
By the way, I did a shot of soy sauce before I did that.
Oh, yeah.
A shot of soy sauce.
Right, you have to take the octave out of your voice, right? Like, just to cut the bass.
Yes.
So I was thinking, okay, this has got to be the end. Like, he can't say anything after that. Like, he's literally just shit on somebody for making fun of his really bad take. He's not going to see the end of this. He's got to shut up now, right?
Right. You would hope he'd shut up.
I would hope he did, but for the sake of this show, I guess he didn't. And I'm gonna have to send him a thank you card for this. But
you need to send him the Christmas card. That's your thank you card.
That's
it's officially Christmas season.
Right? Yes, I do. The Alan Moore Christmas
Kitties
card.
cannot consent.
That's right. Fish sticks.
Yes. Fish sticks.
But let's just let's just look at his response here. Well, actually, his first reaction. He reacted a couple of times. In his first reaction, he makes a new thread. He says, "One thing I learned today." Excuse me. "One thing I learned today is if I'm curious and unsure of something, it's never to ask the internet's opinion because I am getting fucking roasted."
Oh, poor baby.
So one of my favorite accounts on Twitter responds to him, and that's SpongeBob Facts. Now, you've really fucked up when SpongeBob Facts, an account that literally just posts facts about the show SpongeBob in a meme-ish format, comes to take shots at you. But he says, "SpongeBob Fact. It is well deserved, Ninja. SpongeBob has been laughing at this nonsense all day."
Oh.
And then we have a beautiful GIF from GLCV Gaming YouTube. Ninja being dissed by SpongeBob Facts is probably the best day ever, and it's got Ninja having a seizure in the GIF, and that just made me happy.
Oh, it's the best thing.
But you would think that would be it. You would think he would just lick his wounds and just stay off of Twitter for a day or so. Excuse me.
No.
But he can't.
He needs somebody to tell him how to suck it up.
So we come to this beautiful response. He starts yet a new thread, and
because of course he does.
And he comes on and he says, "Going to stream for the sorry, going to stream for the rest of the night. Expecting to get literally flamed and roasted if I miss a single build, edit, or shot. So I will be having some brews later with @Cloaksy." And then you can see that
I will be having some brews.
I will be
Does
having
anybody
some.
actually say that?
Ninja does. But the top response is everyone's just reposting that I'll never understand how a pro Fortnite player can just miss shots thing. That's that'll be a meme by tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But
I look forward to that meme and making it viral.
Oh, the chat's telling you to mute your television or whoever it is laughing in the background.
Okay.
But no, I wanted to get your take as a sports ball fan. See, I too dabble in the sports ball occasionally, and
right.
I understand that at about 90 yards out, you've got like what, a 3-degree margin of error on that kick. If your toe isn't pointed the right way, you're gonna miss that shot.
It's such a tight margin that you have to be perfect every single time to do it, which is why kickers are they're one of the more highly paid people in football. Well, so you have to know. You just can't. I don't know. It's
well, and all they do is kick, right?
No,
they don't do anything else.
Well,
they
kick. They do kickoffs. They do field goals.
Yeah.
They do. Occasionally they'll be on special teams as a receiver.
Yeah.
All I know about this is an episode of the show Psych, where he goes undercover on a local football team as a kicker, but with a broken toe, so he can't actually do anything to try and investigate a murder.
Right.
Oh
so that's all I know about the position of kicker is from that episode.
Right. But
yeah,
go ahead.
If they just kicked, they wouldn't get much play time. So you got to kind of do more.
Oh, okay.
Than just that. Yeah.
But no, I just the thing is that I wanted to get your opinion on this because obviously the world reacted and they were like, dude, you play a video game where you get owned by 8-year-olds. Where do you come off telling someone who was literally the best of the best of the best at what they did in their small area and they were scouted and got paid fucktoad more money than you will ever see to kick a football?
It's absolutely ridiculous that he even thinks that he has any kind of knowledge about football to go and sit there and make a comment about it when he sits there and plays video games on his fucking ass. I'm sorry. It's way easier to shoot ahead in a video game than it is to kick a football at that distance.
Well, and let's just be fair here. I don't give a shit about that.
But his thumbs get cramps though, Danielle.
In the grand scheme
I'm
of
sorry.
things,
Let me get you short-term disability for your thumb.
You could get your thumbs insured by Lloyd's of London if they made you as much money as ninjas make him.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
But anyway, just that's off topic.
It is true. I have my penis insured for
I'm
about
sure you
$38.
Do. For $38, I don't think that would cover.
No, he just really needed $38. He had a hot date that night, Danielle.
My penis will never work again, but at least I got $38.
Exactly.
Well, to be honest, how much work was it doing beforehand. Um,
Hey, $38 worth. That's how much. Joke's on you, sir.
Okay, we gotta reel it back in, folks. I had a point to make. I don't really give a damn that he's ignorant enough to think that his skill set is more important than that of a professional or college football player. What I get at
Right.
is that first response that he made to someone that was a shitty response. Like, how are you so just oblivious to where you are in the world? Like, you're on the internet. That is where you live your life. And you're gonna tell someone who's probably a fan of yours and just like dunking on you, trying to get like a like and a retweet, and it just happens to be funnier than you, and you're just gonna sit there and say you're awful, you're the shittiest reply ever. Horrible analogy. You're embarrassing.
You would think living a life on the internet, you would know when to go and lick your wounds. But rather than doing that, he went and dug himself a deeper hole. And all I have to say is, suck it up, princess.
Right. And, the thing is I honestly think that in the grand scheme of things, he kept it going for the clout and for the notice. Because ever since he's left Twitch, he's just kind of fallen out. Because we saw this with like shows like The Ralph Retort. We saw this with Josh Moon. Anytime you build up an audience anywhere, and that audience gets snatched away from you, and your platform gets taken out from under you, it's really hard to rebuild. Like, Ethan Ralph has probably done it the best of anyone else because he's had to do it 150 fucking times. But it's not easy to rebuild that audience. And Ninja has become a very unlikable guy. Like, I like to think of him as like the Fortnite DSP.
Right.
So, he's the guy that people watch just so that they can find clips to make fun of him.
Right, and I just got some breaking news actually straight from Ninja. He has a message for us and everybody who commented on that thread.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Can you link that to me? I'll pull it up before you go sounding off on it. We'll pull that up.
Oh no, it's just a quick it's an actual audio message.
Oh.
How dare you? How dare
That'll never get old.
It really won't.
But no, I wanted everybody to just kind of savor that. I thought it was kind of funny. I saw this and I was like, it has nothing to do with comic books, but I want to talk about it because this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. This motherfucker really, because again, I see people say stupid shit on Twitter all the time. It's how they handle it. I say stupid shit on Twitter all day some days. Like, that's just what I do. Sometimes it's a hot take. Sometimes it's it's an opinion piece. Sometimes I'm just talking out of my asshole trying to get a rise out of somebody. But, for the most, the key to being a good person is being honest, not actually being a good person. Okay. But
I mean, how often have you said that you love Israel and the Jews?
I do love Israel and the Jews. That's not a joke. Glad you made it home, Daniel. Good on you, buddy. I challenge Ninja to an arm wrestling match. Damn, Novel Bro. Has it been that bad of a day? Oh, that's right. My wife does bring up a very cogent point in the chat. Ninja was on The Masked Singer. Does anybody want to take a look at that? It's only 1 minute and 50 seconds long. Anybody?
Oh.
On the what?
The Masked Singer.
You haven't heard of it? It's like a show basically where they go on and wear a mask, and they sing, and like the judges or whoever you want to call them have to guess who is singing.
Why?
Because people like watching television. People don't like having time to think for themselves.
Can I make make a TV show of just a half hour of my dog licking herself?
Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it would be
In
just
fact,
as entertaining.
You could probably make that an ASMR video.
Ayrton.
Actually, no, there we go. You'll have, it'll be a show like one of these stupid singing or talent show things, but of dogs licking themselves, and you'll have a panel of judges that judge the technique of said dog licking themselves.
Do you remember what Ninja sang on The Masked Singer, Danielle?
I didn't actually watch that episode, so I have no
okay.
idea what he...
All right. We're gonna get copyright claim for this, but it's fine. I don't make any money on this channel anyway. So that's all fine. Hold on. Nope, not yet. I probably just gave it away.
Uh-oh.
Probably just gave it away, but it's okay. But yeah. Let's see the chat. Nobody's complained yet, so let's just see here.
Where is it?
I'm
2 minute 16-second video?
No, I'm gonna send you the link.
Oh.
Let me nope, not yet. Hold up. I have to get this on screen for everybody too now. That's the big part. Gotta make sure that people can see the lovely costume that Ninja wore. Hey, I'm gonna put it in the general for everybody who wants to pull it up. But I will be playing it on the show, so everybody has a chance to get it pulled up. Let me know, and we will hit go.
Oh, come on. There we go.
You ready?
Oh, stop. Almost.
Okay.
God damn it.
Fucking uber professional over here. This was completely unscripted.
Right?
I was going to open the show with it, but it was only 1 minute and 51 seconds. And I didn't want the show to be demonetized from the very get-go.
Right.
Or not demonetized, but copyright claim. You ready?
All right, I got it.
Ready here.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, horse tack is attached. Hat is matted black, got the boots that's black to match. Riding on a horse.
Pausing at 30 seconds. How about the I can't remember the Asian guy's name, but how about the first thing? He's like, not a trained singer.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That was great. That was great.
This person isn't a trained anything.
No, not.
No, but he looks really good in an ice cream costume.
Yeah, because it covers his goddamn face.
Anyway, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You can whip your horse. I've been in the valley. You ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
He sounds young. Mid-20s.
Tell me nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride. Head down cross town, living like a rock star. Spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby's gotta have her diamond rings and Fendi sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. Take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my.
All right, pausing at 125. I think it's almost done. I don't know that we need to finish it, but
I need to go read my book on Nikola Tesla's writings and all his patents and stuff just to regain some fucking IQ points from watching that. Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised he didn't like start flossing in the middle of the dance, you know?
Right?
I would have shot myself live on stream.
He started pretending to ride a little pony, and I was like, no way.
Like, first, you're a Fortnite streamer.
This is the guy.
Second, you're wearing a goddamn ice cream cone costume. 3, you're singing that song. Are you
And
just
this
gonna
is
come out
the
as gay already?
This is the guy. This is the guy, ladies and gentlemen, who's critiquing football players.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go look out the window to see if that meteor is coming towards us yet.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of it for us. I made some bleach shots.
There you
Good.
go.
Give me all of them.
I'm just gonna
They're
go.
just like they're just cups of bleach, right? There's no
Just
alcohol in
straight cups of bleach.
them. Okay,
Can-
good.
can I get it?
Alcohol's for pussies.
Can I get mine on the rocks?
Do you want that shaken?
No, but I do want the little umbrella.
I'll
Anyway,
have a couple of olives in mine.
no, that's that was the funny for the evening with Ninja's hot take and his appearance on The Masked Singer.
How long till this guy comes out as trans?
I give it a year.
I disavow. I want YouTube to realize that the owner of this channel has nothing to do with this conversation. And he loves Israel and the Jews.
Man, you know who sounded better than him? Russell Crowe in that stupid French movie.
Les Miserables?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Where you
Somebody's
can
got to
see
be
the
cultured here.
Where you can see the brake calipers on the horse carriage.
Shalom. Anyway, we got
novel, bro. Meteor starts biplane.
we do have a couple of other topics to cover, but before we get into those, and Danielle, you're welcome to stick around. I just definitely wanted you in here to discuss that particular topic. But
absolutely. I just have a few. I have a few things to finish up. Right. I'll switch off with Matt. I have a few things to finish up around the house, but
okay.
If you guys need me again, just let me know.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming in.
Right. Thanks for thanks for letting me know to come on.
Well, that's what the waiting room's for. If anybody wants to come on, that's and they're in the Discord. That's what the waiting room's for. It looks like we've got Matt Mechanical in the waiting room now. So let's see here.
And Matt, you are live on the Gospel of Comics.
Am I live? Just give me a moment here. Let me mute the stream. There we go.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So I don't know why I'm not showing up, but whatever.
What do you mean you're not showing up? Oh, it's a 20-second delay.
Oh, it's a 20-second delay. Okay, very good.
Yes. That's why
Danielle,
you have to mute it.
Danielle, I gotta tell you, girl, you're fucking hilarious.
But she is, and we definitely appreciate her coming on. She was just the sports ball aficionado in the Discord that I wanted to bring on. I knew we could have got Dan on, but she does have seniority. So now, as I pour my third scotch of the evening, I did want to talk about something a little more somber. Now that we've all had a good laugh, something that kind of,
because that wasn't somber enough.
I thought it was hilarious.
That video?
Somber. He said somber, not sober.
What's sober?
I don't know.
But
some asshole told me about it someday.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
it's
that.
The same asshole. Same asshole that makes my lunch every day. Fucking guy. That's me, by the way.
But
the first 12 years of my life.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck even is this show anymore? But no,
regressing.
I did have a somber topic that I wanted to discuss. It's not an article. Do you mind? Oh, sorry. But no, we I have a local comic shop. I'd speak about it. I've had the same local comic shop for about 30 years. I've had a pull list with them for the better part of a decade now since I've been grown and had money. And even and that the same shop that I started playing Magic the Gathering at when I couldn't justify continuing to buy comics I didn't read or want anymore. And all in all, I've had a really great relationship with that store for a long time. And while it's not closing down, thankfully, my store will still remain open. It is discontinuing its relationship with Diamond Distribution, and it is discontinuing to carry comic books.
Oh shit!
So, luckily, it is one of the few stores that I do believe will be able to survive off of other media and other patronage, but it's yet another comic book store that is no longer a comic book store. And
yeah, that sucks, man.
that's where the industry is. I mean, the digital is not the future. We review a lot of digital comics on this program here because it's easier to get copies onto the screen for you guys. But when I buy a comic book, I buy the damn comic book.
I know, and you know what? It's not just your industry as well. Like, you have to realize this is rampant throughout like all industry. Everybody they're not going out and they're not like interacting with people anymore and going to the stores anymore, and they can't afford to. They really can't afford to with the prices of everything. So what are they doing? They're going online. They're buying things online, and that's all they're doing. They're going to Amazon. They're going to eBay. Like myself, I mean, I couldn't afford to work really unless I went to fucking big shout out to rockauto.com. God damn,
Hell
those guys
yeah.
are fucking great.
Oh
Those
yeah, I
guys
use
are fucking
Rock
great. I'm
Auto
in
all the time.
Canada. I'm in Canada, and those fucking guys are great. I spend about a quarter of what I would pay here to get shit.
Right.
Like,
And their shipping
delivered to
and
my
it's fast as
fucking
fuck.
driveway. I'm on 95 acres. They drop the shit off. I go down once, twice a day and fucking pick shit up. It's fucking incredible. Like, and I couldn't afford to work if it wasn't for those guys. And that's a
Yeah.
U.S. company. Like, and it's online. I can't even fucking get assholes in town at the fucking shops to get shit right. I can order it online, fucking no problem. Like, no wonder the fucking industry's going to shit. Like,
Right.
every industry is going to shit. Every small town fucking dealer's going to shit. Like, it sucks. I miss that. I miss that small town feel.
Right.
You know,
What were you saying, Ayrton?
Oh, I was just saying Rock Auto is awesome. I use them too, and their shipping is super fast.
What is
It's
Rock
like-
Auto
Right.
exactly? Is that just auto
It's-
parts and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's nice because you can dial in like the exact like year, make, and model,
Okay.
the sub model, whatever package you have.
engine size, whatever you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it's divided, and their website's
No,
nice because it's divided
well,
out by like
hold
different
on,
sections.
hold on. They're not paying us yet. Stop blowing. I mean, I know they're great. Let's not turn. We haven't even shilled for
But it's
Peter Samedi yet.
But it's that same idea, right? Church.
No, I get that, but
same fucking thing.
to a
right?
certain
Like,
degree, like I
it's
get
easier
that, but
for
when
us
you
to
have
just go there.
Well, when you have, yeah, definitely. But the difference to me, I think, is you don't really develop a personal relationship with an AutoZone or an Advanced Auto. The same people don't work at these
No, you
places for
don't.
30 years.
You don't.
I
I know, and I know, and
I've been intimate with every owner, every employee that has ever stepped through the feet of this building. And the thing
Do you want to
is,
use a different
that's
word other
exactly
than
what
intimate?
That's exactly what I'm talking about,
Absolutely
brother. Like,
not.
It's about
I have been,
that intimate relationship that you have with those folks that you deal
I-
with on a day-to-day basis.
absolutely
and
not. I don't want
it's-
to use a different word other than intimate. I use the exact word I wanted to use. Imply
Yeah,
it how
intimate,
you like.
not sexual. It's
Speak for
intimate,
yourself.
not sexual.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I thought that's how you got deals.
But But no,
That's only at the dealer.
I get that, and like I say, it's an industry wide thing. But I think the fact that it's my comic book shop, and the fact that it's probably going to make more money and lose less money now that they are moving away from purchasing comic books, and I think that's the
but
saddest
it
part of
still
it.
hurt.
Well, I think that's the saddest part of it because you look at it, and the industry did this to itself. You know, the
Yeah.
industry had plenty of time in the last 20 years to get its act together and start putting out product that people actually wanted to buy again, and start putting out a product line and taking cues from consumers and asking
And
consumers what they wanted,
advertising and getting people,
using
drawing
these
people into the
use,
store and come on,
using
come
the
in here, get
last
in here for fuck's sakes.
well,
Like,
using the last decade of cinematic success, like make some kind of promotion where you send several promo copies of a comic book that ties in with the movies to a local comic shop everywhere in the world. And anytime the kid walks in with a ticket stub, you hand him a comic book.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel could afford to do that with the money they were making in those movies, and now it's too late. There's no reason that a reprint issue of Iron Man #1 was not handed to every kid under the age of 18 years old that walked out of a movie theater and into a comic book shop with a ticket stub.
oh, exactly. They paid enough for the fucking ticket for the movie. That's the least they could have done. Like,
Well, not
there
only
you go.
that, but
Thanks for
you're
watching the
using.
movie. Fucking,
They did it the
they
opposite
could have
way.
had They could have had fucking goddamn Robert Downey Jr. there, fucking handing them out for fuck's sakes.
Well,
Like,
so
they got enough fucking money. Like,
well,
they really do. Like,
the thing is
wouldn't that
they
be cool? Eh? Fucking Robert Downey Jr.
yeah,
gave me this. Fucking, that's awesome. A fucking Iron Man comic done. Fuck, or whatever it is.
but
An X-Men comic.
the thing is, like, that was their opportunity, but they did it the exact opposite way, though. They used the comic books
Of course.
to advertise the movies and not vice versa, and they let an industry die. They literally killed the industry that spawned the cinematic universe.
They didn't let it die. They fucking provided the rope, the knife, everything to fucking kill it. It's fucking it flabbergasted me because they had a fucking cash cow and they fucking flushed it down the toilet
And
for a bunch of for the sake of a bunch of people that have zero vested interest and weren't gonna fucking pay shit anyways. They
yeah,
fucked the whole fan base. It
well,
just happens to everything. It just
and
happens to everything. People bitch about it's this and that and the other thing, but they got no vested interest. They're not going to buy it anyways, no matter what you did.
Right.
It's sad. It's
well,
fucking sad.
not only that, but I think and don't take this wrong. This isn't the black pill. This isn't the end of comic books for the end all be
Oh
all.
no.
The
Of
comic
course it's not.
skate and the indie movement, several of the creators that we've had here on this very show, that's the future of comic books in my opinion. Like that's it. The more I look at it,
Yes.
for people like me who are slowly but surely becoming the majority in this country and all over the world. I mean, I don't know what's the per capita of comic book shops. I mean, I know you don't read comics, but when was the last time you saw a comic book in your day-to-day travels?
Oh, fuck, it's got to be fucking better than 20 years ago, dude.
Okay, so but think about like
For me,
30 years ago.
anyways.
Think about think about 30 years ago.
you'd see 30 years ago you'd see him in the shopping centers, in
The
you'd see him in the
convenience stores.
drugstore, you'd see him
Yeah,
in the convenience stores, you'd see him in the grocery store,
right.
that kind of thing, right? You'd see them fucking in the newsstands, like when they had a newsstand where they were selling newspapers and comics and magazines and shit.
Yeah.
You'd see them there, but that was probably like fucking 30 fucking years ago, dude. So that's a long time, like, and generations have happened since then, right? So,
Oh yeah,
That
definitely.
was and
like,
that was
like
actually
fuck,
one thing.
like I'm 45, right? And I had an early start because I was just fucking kind of that way and really strange and
No,
like
I would never have guessed. Not
I'm
you.
back in
I
my
know,
shop.
right? I know me. I know.
All right,
Fucking building starships in his garage.
but that's enough about the black pill. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up as kind of a just kind of a nod to the industry and what it's done and how it's now personally affecting me. So I now care because that's how human beings are. Let's be real.
Yeah,
I've
of
known
course,
about
of
this
course.
happening, and this is the first time I'm talking about it. I'm not innocent of it, but it's now that's kind of my own personal nod to it. I'm acknowledging that it's even reached my corner of the world, and someone who's had somewhere to go and reliably buy and order comic books for 30 years. So,
Yeah,
and you can't blame them either.
absolutely
You know,
not.
it's-
I've shamefully been encouraging it because I knew it would be good for their business, and I like them as people. But I'm the
Right.
one that goes in there and does the unboxing and does the bagging and boarding and puts them on the shelf. And I see from week to week the same issues that we got in this week are the same issues that should have
uh,
should have
it's
sold, and I'm putting them on the back issue bin next week.
right. It's like,
fucking heartbreaking. I know.
as some somebody who runs a small business, cigarettes even, back in the day, you made money off of cigarettes hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like maybe 60 cents a pack if you're lucky. The cigarettes are really just in there for the old people that still smoke. So you at least get something out of them.
Hey, it does wonders for my asthma.
That is correct. Absolutely. How
But
about the kid with asthma that hid his cigarettes in his menthol container, and that's how we got menthol cigarettes?
right.
I like the coughing. That's so fitting, the coughing in the background.
Oh, thanks. That's a real cough. Okay, that's
No,
fucking
I
genuine
know,
shit.
I know, but
And-
it's just perfect. Perfect timing.
And I couldn't imagine what that industry particularly is like in Canada with the taxes and regulations you guys
Oh
have.
fuck! I'm gonna quit smoking soon because I gotta buy a fucking. I gotta buy a whole bunch of computer shit and fucking. I need a new system. and-
That's
yeah, I know. I just spent fucking $3
You're-
grand on my current one, but I want a new one.
that's telling. You have to quit smoking just so you can afford to buy computer parts.
Oh fuck! I could already afford to buy computer parts, but I want to build a fucking supercomputer. So
Well, and
I thought
I'm
you had
gonna-
one
I'm
like
gonna quit
implanted in your
smoking
right foot.
in 1 fucking year, I'll have myself a supercomputer. I have a fucking 64 core AMD fucking unit.
he's not wrong.
Yeah,
Smoking is goddamn
I
expensive.
understand it. I understand it.
I'll
How much
fucking
is it?
do it.
How much is a pack of smokes in Canada? Just like I don't even know.
Oh
You guys,
shit! I mean, depending on where you go, it's like, close to $15.
nice.
Holy shit!
That's
Nice.
Canadian, and our money's fucking
Okay,
worthless.
so-
It's like 10
our
American.
money's fucking worthless. It's like fucking 60 cents American if you're lucky. Fucking maybe 70. Yeah, that's what our dollar's fucking worth. It's fuck all. It's junk. Like, even the fucking Brits got better money than we do. Like, that's terrible too. They can't make a car worth a fuck.
Let's see.
Good tool makers. Don't get me wrong.
I
They
mean,
make good tools.
The
Leave the
Americans
cars to
can't
the
make
fucking
a car
leave
worth
the
a fuck either.
No, they can't. They're fucking
It's
junk too.
it's a little more
Fucking
than
leave the cars to the fucking Germans and the fucking Japs because they know
I
how to make shit.
agree.
So
it's a little over $11 a pack.
Whew.
in America,
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what the conversion rate is. $15 a pack is a little over 11.
oh, okay.
Down here in the South, we're still
I just
lucky.
see Daniel says 770 there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
from
still
Bros.
we're still
Yeah,
we're
so fucking half the cost. Like, why? Why is it half the cost? Our dollar's still worth 70 cents, I'm only rubbing my hands because it's fucking cold, not because I'm looking for fucking money.
Shalom.
We love Israel.
Yes, I love Israel. Yes, I will fight for Israel. To keep this channel online, I will fight for Israel.
But we definitely don't make jokes about the Wailing Wall in the Discord server. Never happened.
No,
No,
but it's
not at all.
it's It's
It
crazy.
should remain in Istanbul.
There's fucking price differences, which doesn't help either. Like you look on even anything like Steam, for instance. You look at there, and it's like I went to buy games for people. It's like, well, it's a different price. Well, fuck. Okay, well, do the fucking math and let me buy it for this friend of mine. Oh, you can't buy it because they're in a different country. So fucking what? What's the price difference? You fucking charge me anyway. You're charging me in fucking US anyways. What does matter? Fucking paying by a fucking credit card. Just fucking do it. Like, and they
No.
won't do it.
No.
And it's retarded. Like, so you expand this to other industries, and it's like, well, wait a minute. Well, no wonder people can't afford to buy shit fucking anywhere because it's so expensive. So they got to go to another source. And maybe it's different. Okay, it's one price in the U.S., but you go to anywhere else where somebody might be interested in comics, fucking India, I don't know, fucking England. What's the cost there for them to get a fucking comic?
We talked
They
about
can't
this when
afford
Ayrton.
it.
No, we talked about this when Ayrton went to Peru. It was like what, $1 a piece?
Yeah, it was like $2 or $3, I think.
Yeah,
was
for
the
like
conversion for what I sent you.
Yeah, for like an 80 to 100 page comic book, whereas we get 22 pages if we're lucky for 5.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke. Like no wonder people aren't interested. No wonder people are walking away.
Well, I've made this
because
allegory before because, like I said, I play Magic the Gathering, right? Well, think
yeah,
about think about a 10 or 15-year-old kid. They play Pokemon, they play Yu-Gi-Oh, they play Magic the Gathering, they buy sports cards or whatever. They have any of those hobbies. And they
Sure.
walk into one of these stores who has to have all of those things in order to stay alive. Well, you got $5 in your pocket. Are you going to spend that money on some cards that you might make some money on, and you might actually get something you actually want? Or are you going to spend it on 22 pages of story that'll keep you occupied for 15 minutes, and then will get destroyed because you left it under your bed for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Really, going back to talking about the MCU, they had the perfect opportunity to rein in a whole new
Even adults,
generation
like
of fans with those goddamn
not even
movies.
a whole new
Even
generation of
adults,
fans.
Oh,
yeah.
you're so right, Ayrton.
Reinvigorate old fans. Get people who have walked away from the industry because
Right.
of cost back into it by just telling them, hey.
Or even people that growing up never read them because they like the movie so much. You could release a whole range of like MCU quote unquote related comics like Star Wars does with their comics and books and stuff like that. And so you'd have an easy jumping in point for people who are just fans of the movies.
Well,
and then they could easily expand from there.
Well, you bring up the movies.
But no, don't do that.
Well, you bring up the movies, and that actually segues us into our next topic, which we'll never get to unless I force it like this. So I'm going to throw the link in the general for you guys. You want to get
Force it in, buddy. Force it in.
You know. I got
Spit
the
on
W
it first, though.
No, I got the WD-40. I got the legit.
Oh, okay.
So I put the link in general. Whenever you guys get it queued up, let me know. I've got it up on screen. This is the Black Panther said to be Doctor Doom said to be Black Panther 2 villain in the MCU future. It's a 3-minute video by.
Hold on. There's a goddamn ad.
That's fine. Just let me know when you got it queued up.
If the ad'll fucking play so I can skip it. Jesus. There we go.
Turn on that pesky ad block. This anyway, the video is by Comic Book Cast 2 is their channel, so if you want to check them out, I'm not throwing shade at this creator in this video or anything. I want to react to Doctor Doom being my favorite comic book villain of all time. So I have to, I have to check this out because this could be detrimental.
I mean, he should be everybody's.
I agree. But you guys ready? You got it queued up?
I'm ready.
Matt?
No, I don't yet. Fuck. I always
The
sound
way he's-
Canadian because I fucking am Canadian. Like,
Well, you sound like extra Canadian because you're using "fuck" as like your punctuation, like as your commas.
you know what? Fuck is a very important word.
Very
And you know
versatile.
what? I will post George Carlin's fucking version of the word fuck, the
I love that.
dictionary version. So usage of the word fuck is actually the name. So let's look that up right now. Okay, go on.
I got him
I got it
distracted.
fucking queued up.
Focus.
I'm at 2 seconds. So hey,
All right.
What even is this
I think
show
we're
anymore?
okay, start playing it, and I'll cue in. It's okay. So we're good. And then you tell me
All right.
when to pause, and I'll pause.
All right, 3, 2,
I know this shit works.
1, go.
When it comes to the future of the MCU using the Fox properties that they acquired earlier this year, it looks like things could be moving that will give us one of the ultimate villains in the MCU from the Fox catalog.
Ah, goddammit, it skipped.
Liberty, liberty,
trying to play an ad right now? It's a 3-minute video.
Well, at least one of us was.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm at the
rather than
little.
later.
I'm at the
13
little
13
Dr. Doom
microphone
and
thing.
Black
19 seconds.
All right, 19 seconds. We'll skip there.
Yeah, there's not much, but like some black guy or something. I don't know.
God damn it. All right. 3, 2, 1 on 19 seconds.
So
Comic
as of
book
right
cast.
now, we know that Doctor Doom has a complete script that
Doom.
was handed in to Marvel Studios and Disney. But of course, that was written as part of the previous iteration of what Fox wanted to do, and we know that Doctor Doom having a standalone film was part of their ultimate plan. Now, obviously, I don't think I need to state it, but the industry saw a major shift just earlier this year when the Fox acquisition was made. Of course, Disney now owns a majority of all of their characters, so things are looking like in the next few years we're going to be getting all of these characters eventually. Now, a brand new rumor suggests that Doctor Doom will be included in Black Panther 2. I will have it linked in the description down below and of course here on the screen for you guys. So this is coming from somebody that is rather familiar with dropping hints and hinting towards things and dropping scoops that have proven to be valid. This is from Charles Murphy.
Pausing at 125. So,
At 125.
yeah. One thing I want to point out is that this kind of culture that we've developed, this clickbaity, rumor mill, spoiler culture, it's not healthy.
Oh,
I think it
Right.
does more harm to media than anything else. Like, you
it's
remember when we were all kids and things would just come out and you would enjoy them?
Right.
Like, whatever
Even the
happened to
horrible
that?
Star Wars prequels.
Like, whatever happened to that? Like, shit could just come out and it would be good or it wouldn't, and that was all you had to worry about? Like, have we come too far? Has society has society evolved too far in a sense of being able to actually enjoy anything to the point that we have to overanalyze it and get suckered into this kind of crap? Like, I'm watching this video because it has Doctor Doom in the title, but this video centers around the speculation of what
looks
MCU
like a lot of
movie.
fucking pandering to me. If you know, it's just if you ask me, it looks like a lot of fucking pandering starting to go on in the video. Like that's how it starts. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, I do not have fetal alcohol syndrome.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah,
But-
well, fucking somebody better get rid of that fucking meme or that conspiracy theory because it's not going to kill itself either.
But why do you say it's pandering? I mean, Black Panther 2. I don't have a problem
No,
with Black
pandering. Like they're trying to like, oh well, throw this in here, just like what fucking Disney did with Star Wars. Okay, like,
Well, this is what Disney's
believe
doing
me, dude.
with.
I'm very passionate about Star Wars.
Well, this is what
And
Disney's
I-
doing with all the comic book properties they're getting. They're just like, fuck it, throw it in the
Exactly.
MCU blender and see what comes out.
Yeah, and it's no good. It's no good for any of it, and it's pushing everybody away. And then, of course, we all get called toxic because
Well,
we don't fucking submit
my
to their
thing,
bullshit. It's like
my
this
thing
is
is
disgusting.
take it a step removed though. Take one step back from the point you're at. What if we go back to a point where this kind of media isn't the driving force of the internet? Like, obviously, if it's confirmed and there are people that want the information, that's fine. But with this kind of instant access to information and the lack of the lack of a social structure to be able to process this information in a standard amount of time, then we're just constantly being bombarded by shit, and we have to either respond with outrage, and it's both sides. I mean, you can say it's just the left and they're reading, but as somebody who has fallen to a more right of center view on certain things, um, I I definitely can see when I and others have just been outraged over some troll bait shit, right? Like it's on both
I
sides.
I I completely understand that,
Like, but
and
the the thing is,
let me
go ahead.
state this. Um, of all the people that are on the internet and hanging around and bitching about fucking everything, is less than 10% of the entire population of the planet that
Oh,
are doing that.
absolutely. The
But
loud
they
majority
think
or the
that
loud
they're doing
minority.
something, and most of the people, most of the fandom aren't on Twitter. They aren't on Facebook. They got an email maybe. A lot of these fandom, like, they're just like, oh, it's a new Star Wars movie. But the problem is that these few ruin it for the many, right? What they're trying to do is convince you that it's actually possible to pick up a turd by the clean end, and it just isn't. It's fucking not possible. Okay, like
uh, well,
I don't know. I'm cynical
you are, you're
because of my fucking
you're
age
old
and
and
because of
crotchety.
what I've
You're trying to
experienced.
you're trying to tell the kids to get off your lawn.
Fucking right. Yeah, get the fuck off my lawn. And you know what? I live in a fucking mountain. Yes, I do walk uphill to work, okay, motherfuckers. In
Well,
the
let's.
fucking snow. Last year in the fucking snow, I walked to work back and forth. And you know why? Because the fucking chickens, they deserve the best. So
All right, let's finish
well, I
this
got
up.
like 400 chickens, so
We're at 125. Let's finish this up. You ready? Three,
yeah.
2, 1, go.
Over on Twitter, and he says that trustworthy sources have told him that the villain of Black Panther will be none other than Doctor Doom. Obviously, this would negate the previous rumors we've had about the potential of using Namor. Now, when it comes to Black Panther, a lot of people automatically brought up the actual history between these two and the fact that in the comics they have fought one another, specifically in Doom War, which came out in 2010. This saw Doctor Doom start to take over parts of Africa and slowly go down towards Wakanda, which obviously, if they apply that same principle here, this
Yeah, Doctor Doom waged war in Africa for a while. It was like a 6-issue series, and it was awesome. I own like 2 copies
The
of
patriarchy.
it. Look, Doom is a cis robot male.
Fucking Doom is awesome.
Yeah, he's the best. That's why I was very vested in the Secret Wars saga. Like that's where he became my favorite character. He's just so cocky. He's just sitting there like, I'm gonna steal Galactus's power, and then there's something stronger than Galactus that shows up. He was like, new plan. I'm gonna steal that thing's power with Galactus's power. I'm like,
Doom is
how big are
fucking
your balls
great.
that is your plan, right? Like, I'm gonna pull my dick out and show Galactus, and then I'm gonna pull it out and show that thing, whatever it is. And then if they don't accept my dominance, I'm gonna pee on them.
Oh, dude, fucking, no, fucking Doom is the shit, man. Fucking Doom is like,
But whether he actually has a history of Black Panther or not, is that really the best movie to introduce Doom into?
No, absolutely not.
no.
Absolutely not. But you have to also take into consideration that the
Hey,
idea of Doom. Go ahead.
check General in the Discord.
Oh
There you
God.
go. Prophets of Doom from Clutch.
I'll have to check that out. But the idea of Doom has been introduced to the mainstream audience during the Fantastic Four movies that have all come out, and it just hasn't tested well with audiences, and people think that it's because of the characters and it's because of the low quality of the movie. Like, the best thing about any Fantastic Four movie ever has been the guy that God, I can't think of his name right now, but the guy that played Vic Mackey on The Shield. You know who I'm talking about? Anybody? The short bald guy that played the Thing in one of those Fantastic Four movies.
Oh yeah, I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
But that was the best part of any of the Fantastic Four movies ever, was that guy playing the Thing, because that's perfect casting in my head. But other than that, I mean, Galactus was a fucking cloud. The Silver Surfer was a joke. The team was a joke. Doom was terrible. I mean, it was just bad. And
Fucking Deadpool is fucking awesome, though. God, I love fucking Ryan Reynolds, good Canadian boy.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did good on those.
Shit, man. He's funny as shit in the movie. Fucking.
He did real good on those. That's where they should introduce Doctor Doom as in the next Deadpool movie.
Oh shit! I
But
know.
let's
It would have been
awesome.
funny, like
let's finish
Doom
this.
versus Deadpool.
Michael Chiklis. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, Michael
Dolomite.
Chiklis. Yeah.
But anyway, we got a minute left. We'll start on 208. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Would be the main thrust towards putting these two into conflict with one another.
Oh, shit, I already
Now,
watched
this
it all.
also would be pretty significant
God
within
damn it.
itself, considering it would be a huge usage of one of the greatest
Slacker.
villains of all time, and of course, fast-tracking him into the MCU so early would be rather interesting, considering we didn't think we would see anything this fast. And also having Doctor Doom make his first appearance in something that's not related to anything with the Fantastic Four is another bold and interesting choice, but down the road they could obviously lead towards
I'm already
it.
done.
For right now,
Don't
this
worry.
is still a rumor, but it's an interesting one, and I think when you really start lining up the pieces and the fact that they're only now writing Black Panther 2, this could work. And could also work with the title that's been previously rumored, Black Panther: The Lost Kingdom.
I don't know. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't see it. I think there are safer
I know.
routes to pick, and if it is, I mean, just with the way that they did Claw in those movies, I mean, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Because Claw was like a villain to be trifled with, and then, I mean, yeah, he looked ridiculous, and the way they did him in the movies was a little better as far as visual aesthetics go. The character development was just nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely not something. I mean, I didn't really like Black Panther that much, anyways.
I didn't either. It was too
Like-
visual effecty. Like, it was just too
Yeah.
special effects. Like, too many special
Yeah,
effects.
and the story wasn't that good. And I don't see why everybody says Killmonger was such a compelling villain. Really, I mean, he was good, but he wasn't like Loki was way more fun of a villain because he was just evil because he liked it,
The
which to
Red-
me is more fun than.
The Red Skull.
Loki was cool.
Hugo Weaving is the Red Skull, the best villain in the Marvel universe, hands down.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
Which one did he play?
Hugo Weaving with the Red Skull.
Oh, yes. Of course.
And then anybody in Captain
Fucking
America's
great.
movies, Winter Soldier with that the digital Zola, Arnim Zola. That was fucking amazing. He created an artificial intelligence that basically captured his own psyche. I mean, that was fucking cool as shit. But
Yeah.
I yelled chickless from the bedroom, but I can't hear you with my headphones on. Yes, that's correct. You're absolutely correct. The entire neighborhood could probably hear me when I get excited, but I can't hear shit in these headphones. Show not sponsored by Logitech.
Yeah, you know what's funny is when she yells chickless, the neighbors think you're getting a fucking divorce now.
Jesus Christ, you're right. The implications. What will I ever do? People might think things of me. But I only have one more item on the card, but haven't seen the MCU Mandarin yet. The real Mandarin. Yeah, just people that work for him. We haven't seen the real Mandarin unless they do a switcheroo on us and the real Mandarin with the fake Mandarin pretending to be a fake Mandarin because he was the real Mandarin. And then Ben Kingsley actually acts for once.
I'll bet you Ayrton knows him because he's got a guitar, so he's always playing that ancient Chinese song, tuning.
I used to put a
Are you gonna fire Matt?
I can actually fire him out.
No, I'm not even hired.
That's like a me level bad joke.
Yeah, well, neither was
I loved it.
neither was Ayrton. He was just going to come on for one show and see how it went. And that was 130 shows ago. I think he has battered wives syndrome or something.
At this point, probably.
He likes the abuse.
Read the Alan Moore, you bitch.
Alan Moore month is over, motherfucker.
But no, we do have one last article.
We should do Rob Liefeld month for December.
Oh God, no! I wanted to do Jonathan Hickman. Why would you do that to me?
Oh, okay.
Month? Maybe
Because
a
it would
day,
it'd be a whole month of
dude.
just making fun of him. It'd be great.
Yeah, but we'd have to put up with him
Yeah, I'd have
like
to
a day or two,
By the way,
like a weekend. Give him a
anybody-
weekend. Fuck.
if anybody wants to put me on their Christmas list, I'll totally take a backup Twitter account. Just in case. I may need one that I can put incognito. It's not associated with this account,
Okay.
so that I can follow maybe a Rob Liefeld in a comic book hut, and any of these other bitches that have me blocked, and see what they're talking about on occasion.
Sounds like to me like Santa got your wish.
Yeah, not for me to do any kind of band evasion. I'm not banned.
No, of course not. No. Santa likes good boys. So. I got a connection with him, right? I live up north here, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's your neighbor, isn't he?
Yeah, just hook.
Fucking right.
Just tell him.
Fuck, I shovel his fucking driveway, motherfuckers.
Oh my Jesus, that's fucked up. I just looked in the general. I should never. I need to stop doing that during the show.
Oh, come on, that one's not that bad.
But we've given the stream time to catch up, and I've got the last article pulled up that I wanted to talk about this week. What the fuck is this ad in the corner? I don't agree with any of this. Creatable world.
Create world. What?
Okay, now what I really want to know is who gave the downvote.
It was comic
Who's
book
the
guy.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, is that comic book hut?
More than
Bro,
The
likely.
comic book hug hut, as I like to call it, because it's
Oh.
his little hug box. But he's only got a hut, so. But that's fine. I mean, you got to start somewhere. But really, like, it's like is fine. But if you're gonna fucking dislike, at least say why you disliked, and that way, things can be improved.
There you
Otherwise, you can't. You don't know what you did wrong.
go.
What the fuck did I do wrong? Could you tell me what I did wrong? If you're gonna dislike, tell me what I did wrong. Because if I don't know, I can't fucking fix it, right? That's the way I look at it.
exactly.
I honestly couldn't give a shit. I just wanted bitch ass to get on the show.
No, but
But-
hey, dude, this is the fucking internet, right? So, like, hey, if you don't tell me, like, fucking yakking away like an idiot doesn't fucking do anything. Just hitting a dislike doesn't do anything. If you like it, great. Oh, hey, I enjoyed this. Okay, somebody enjoyed it. Oh, you disliked it. Well, why'd you dislike it? Oh,
Well-
no comment, no nothing.
Well, the final thing I did want to talk about. I'm pretty sure it's just somebody who doesn't like us, and I'm fine with that. If you want to offer your criticism on how we can improve, feel free to leave it in the comments. But if you're not going to do that, then I don't give a shit that you hit dislike because, well, man. But I did have this article because DC Comics has pulled a Blizzard. You remember that fiasco with Blizzard in China, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Well, the Golden Child, Dark Knight Returns, because they say that it showed support for Hong Kong protesters after Chinese outcry. So DC has cucked to China. And you know how we feel about these kinds of
Oh,
things.
of course they have.
The image depicted Batman
Well,
throwing
see-
a Molotov cocktail in front of a gray and pink background with the words "The future is young" written in large letters. The illustration had originally been uploaded to promote Frank Miller and Raphael Raphael Grandpa's? I like it. Forthcoming new Batman title, Dark Knight Returns Golden Child. Critics believe the flaming glass bottle alluded to the youngsters' protest, more violent tactics, in addition to Batman's clothing resembling the protesters' attire. Because they say it was modeled after a Hong Kong protest photo that's gone viral or whatever. Another said the name Golden Child has a veiled reference to the color yellow, and which was adopted by pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong 5 years ago. The image has since been deleted, which sparked controversy all over again, though this time the complaints are from the U.S. DC's decision to remove the images led to many accusing the company of censorship and kowtowing to China, likening them to the NBA and Blizzard. I just had to add that in there. But there's the image. I will let you guys draw your own conclusions on whether you think DC may have cucked to China just like Blizzard did.
Fuck.
There's the God damn it.
I mean, probably.
There's the image that they're talking about, the one that went viral on social media in Hong Kong of a Hong Kong protester throwing a Molotov cocktail, possibly. I'm not sure. But then there's the new Bat person throwing a Molotov cocktail as well. I'm not Southern at all. But the future is young. I'm not interested in the book itself, but I am disappointed in DC Comics for not sticking to their guns and saying pressure. Even if I disagree
never
with what you
apologize.
believe in, never apologize for
Yeah.
it. Defend it to the day long, or you don't actually believe in it and you're using it for the goddamn head pats, and that's worse. That's worse than disagreeing with me. Being wrong and stupid.
Gay Centurion says they're rebranding from Detective Comics to Dat China Comics.
That's correct.
So,
what language do the Chinese speak, Ayrton?
that Ching Chong language.
Jesus Christ. Matt, you
You
still
got a
with us?
degree in
Okay,
psychology, right? Oh yes, I'm still here. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Oh, welcome
I
to my dry cleaning store. You get two
I
for
know-
price of one.
I know how to keep my mouth shut.
But
I speak of the ching-a-chong ringarage.
this is what people like. This is literally the hottest topic on Twitter involving comic books today. I saw no less than 200 mentions of this. It was insane. Like somebody
From
alluded
one
it.
image, holy
This
crap!
was-
A cartoon image, and people lose their shit. Like
This was
is
Larry
like, this is
Bernard
the
in the
fucking
Discord
time
and
and era that we live in.
the Larry Bernard in the Discord and occasionally in the chat actually brought this to my attention this morning. And then when I looked it up on Twitter, like it was the only thing people were talking about. I'm like, why? Why does it like? Why are we? Listen,
Dude,
This is-
I know the Chinese is a huge market for movies and
Th-
stuff, but are they really that big of a market for comic books?
Dude, you have no idea. They're a big market for everything, not just movies or
there are
video
what
games.
3
but
billion
comic
Chinese right now.
fucking
Almost.
hardware. They're fucking rewriting like fucking every study on fucking Earth because there's so fucking many of them. You know, fucking not saying get rid of them. Fuck, it's just like there's so fucking many of them. They're dominating. They're near fucking half the planet's population. Let that fucking sink in, right? Like they're gonna have an effect on everything, the economy, the fucking everything. Everything you buy right now is just about made in fucking China.
That's why
You
it's
know,
always.
because-
That's why it's always.
because the good shit comes. The good shit comes from Japan, Mexico, fucking Taiwan, fucking now, fucking because Taiwan
Also,
used to be,
real quick.
Taiwan used to be the joke.
Oh,
back
hold
in the
on,
day.
hold on. It's still my show. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
No. Obligatory. I do have to do this. Hong Kong #1, China #4.
China #4, Hong Kong #1.
Donald
Fucking
Trump, no trust China. China
Freedom
asshole.
for fucking Hong Kong. That's for fucking sure, man.
But
Those guys go. They are part of the fucking ethno state. Those guys. They're good.
I actually was having this question the other day. Oh man, I got to get you more sound effects, but I love when that one comes up. But anyway, no, I just
Could
It
we call
just-
that one Cheese Greta?
I've always like I've never
Wait, here. Wait, hold on. Oh.
Go ahead.
Did that one come through or no?
No.
Barely.
Um.
Hold on, let me try it again.
Oh God. Okay.
He should step in. Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
That came in great.
That is my favorite video clip of the entire year, by the way.
Anyway, back on track here. I just I don't even fucking remember, you assholes. I hate you're both fucking fired. Get out of here. I had a I'm just kidding.
That's fine with me because you don't pay me anyways. I pay you, so
Pretty much, yeah. Wait a minute, you're not fired. I forgot. I'm sorry.
you can only fire Ayrton. Poor guy.
Anyway, no. It just the NBA, the NBA, Blizzard, and now DC Comics. God knows how many other companies and people that we just
Dude,
haven't
it's
seen.
fucking the Epic Game Store. This is why this fucking whole game thing is back in the news again because
Yeah,
fucking Epic Games is 40% owned by Tencent,
right.
which is a fucking known Chinese state fucking run organization. Like it's just fucking, they got their fist right up Tim Sweeney's ass on this one, right?
And
He's
then
like,
we got
oh yeah, no, we're not fucking. We're not with China. Same with blizzard. It's all bullshit. Everybody's going where the money is, right? You want the answers? You follow the money, dude.
And
Follow the fucking money.
Then we got fucking Trader Snake down in Texas with his eye patch and his hot takes.
Oh yeah, I know.
You
See,
know,
that fucking turncoat. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we got ways to deal with that shit. Like fucking, I
in
got lots of rope
Minecraft.
here.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah, I got lots of
Yes.
rope built up in Minecraft. Sorry, I should have said that. I'm a big video gamer, so I love doing that. Right?
In Minecraft. In Elite Dangerous
Always
too.
in my
Yes. In Elite Dangerous, yeah. I wish I had rope in Elite Dangerous. I could tug more cargo. I don't know.
Good save.
I'm
Thanks.
kind of just a fucking glorified FedEx guy, but really. This is kind of like playing Death Stranding, only better.
I don't know. I don't understand. And to see a comic book company just, remove artwork because they got criticism for it, like, that's what Image Comics was branded on. You remember in the 90s when Spawn was just more and more and more outrageous?
Fuck, I love Spawn. Like, that is one comic that I thoroughly enjoy. With Spawn, like, fucking, was wicked. I love
it just crossed issue 300 and something.
I love the cartoon series. It was
that
visceral.
was good.
It reminded me of fucking heavy metal, like back in the day. Heavy metal, right?
Heavy metal
and
was
like
good.
things like fucking cartoons. Do you remember cartoons? It was all about cars. It was comic books, Rat Fink, and fucking.
No, I was more of a US one guy, the trucker comic.
Okay. Look up cartoons,
but
you'll like it. You look up cartoons. It's
I've heard of it. I've just never
shit,
seen it.
Right?
I've just never seen it. I've seen it in the back issue bins. I've just never read it. Is what I'm getting at.
Oh, dude, you gotta pick up a few, man.
But
yeah, cartoons is the shit. I'm a Motorhead, right? So.
Oh shit! Breaking news: Einbrecht saying that Batman image is a direct ripoff of Guts and Berserker armor. I'm guessing that's an anime thing.
What? Batman has been like, oh.
No, that image that was just in the article with the Molotov cocktail and the gloves.
Oh. So do you think somebody did a little piracy, aka plagiarism, when it comes to this type of shit?
Maybe in the design brand, and they just drew a bat symbol on their chest. But that's something to look into. I'll jot that down.
Huh.
We are just a little over budget, which is fine. But I think that will wrap up tonight's show, unless you guys have anything else to add.
No, thanks for having me on and putting up with me.
Always.
I appreciate it.
Always.
We're just glad we can pull people in easily now, and it works decently well.
Yeah. But
there you go.
Until tomorrow, when we figure out what we'll be doing, everybody have a great evening, and thank you for tuning in, liking, subscribing, all that nonsense. I'm going to go ahead and update the description with all the links and everything, so that you can check that out on the replay, or if you're watching this and you want to check out the sources of all of this, then it will be down in the
fancy up
description
in
below.
Here.
But anyway, thanks again, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank
Good night,
you very much.
everybody.
And 07, everyone. 07, everyone in chat.
Did you already say your thing yet?
I started to, and then Matt started talking, so I stopped.
Okay.
So good night, everybody.
All right, there we go. Good night, guys.